Good morning, my dear students. So, this is chapter number 5, the three prophetic leaders. This is for class 6th, and this will be in the next final exams now. This is a part of syllabus. So, Henry David Thoreau, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, and Martin Luther King George Jr. were three prophetic leaders in different times, in different places, who accepted the power of peace. Their words and deeds inspire us even today. So, dear friends, this is a story about three great leaders who were involved in keeping non-violent methods of protests and all. They always try to maintain peace and harmony between the people. So, let's start with the Henry David Thoreau. It was the middle of the 19th century. America was at war with Mexico. Though the majority supported the war, a small group of people was unhappy. They saw the war as an act of violence against a neighboring country. So, my dear friends, like we have got India, Pakistan, neighboring countries like Bangladesh, Bhutan, China, and all. So, similarly, like we have some conflicts, some misunderstandings, some can say sometime many times, not sometime, many times we they have waged war on us, and between two countries there is always a complex. Similarly, these Mexican people are neighboring countries of this American. Okay, so they are involved in some different kind of activities, mafia, drugs, and all. So they say every time there was the one in 19th, in the middle of the 19th century, America was at war with Mexico. America waged war against Mexico to solve their issues. So they say majority of the supported the war because they say if we eliminate the miscreants from the Mexico, it will be peace for the both countries. So a small group of people was unhappy. Means small portion of people they were very unhappy because they saw the war as an act of violence against the neighboring countries. See, whenever there is a war, we lose soldiers, we lose civilians, we lose property and all. Finally, war is not a solution, and it is disastrous. Okay, the years we take to construct one house, and suddenly it demolishes within a fraction of minutes, bombing and all. So it's a finally a disaster. So these kind of leaders like Henry David, Mohandas ji, Gandhi ji, Bapu, and Mark Luther. So they were believing in the resolving the issues with peace talks and the non-violent methods, not killing and all. So so Henry David Thoreau was also of the same opinion that war was wrong. So he was with the opinion that Henry David, war is not the solution. It is a disaster. We lose a lot of property. We lose a lot of. We have got very much financial loss, human loss. Okay, so he was very unhappy with this. He refused to pay tax to the American government to show his non-cooperation to the war. So how he started that he believed in the peace process. He stopped paying taxes to the American government. Like we have got taxes, property tax, transport tax, everything. So these taxes are used for countries' development and countries' defense. So what he did, he started paying these taxes to the government. Rather, okay. So however, it was illegal to refuse to pay taxes. Thus, Theodore was arrested and put in the prison. So, see, when you are liable to pay some amount of taxes, so in case if you fail to pay the taxes, government issues notice and summons you or as per their own protocol. So, as per their protocol, he was arrested and put in the prison. Rather than paying taxes and a fine to be free, Theodore remained in prison. He denied that I will not pay taxes, or I will not get I will not ask someone to pay the money so that I'll be freed from the jail as on a bail. He did this to make the public aware of his view. See, when he was there, and people come to know that he is not paying taxes, he is not getting bail because he is not paying the money for the bail and amount. So this issue was highlighted. So they came to know what is his opinion. So his opinion, I refuse to support the war. I am not in favor of war. So people came to know that his opinion is he don't want war. Okay, he don't want the human losses. He don't want that different ways to discriminate people on behalf of country's faith. Rather than paying taxes to be free and they already remain in prison. Okay, Theodore tax was paid by a relative who could not tolerate his imprisonment. So his opinion was not to support war, but he got relatives also who love him. So when he was put behind the bars, so he himself denied to pay, but one of his relatives who could not see him behind the bars, so he paid his that bail money and all. He was furious to set free. However, the experience led him to write an essay. Okay, civil disobedience, why, which explained why it is necessary to disobey a law when the law is unjust. So, though he was very furious, but his experience led, he wrote an essay on that, no, civil obedience. When he wrote one essay on the civil obedience because he wanted to explain people why is it necessary to disobey a law when law is unjust. So he was very cool and calm guy, and he always wanted justice to be practiced. So he always believed that if it is injustice, that is going to lead to the harm to the country's future. So there it was about Henry David, and next is Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi.